This training is presented by the California Student Aid Commission. Welcome to our Community College Bachelor Degree Program Training Module Series. This is Module 3, Cal Grants, Calculating Cal Grant Payments and Payment Scenarios. This session will cover how to calculate Cal Grant payments for students enrolled in a community college bachelor degree program, both the tuition and fees components and the access payments. We'll also review some payment scenarios to solidify understanding. As you prepare to administer the Cal Grant for your BDP students, know that they may also be eligible for or already awarded other CSEC programs, such as Middle Class Scholarship or the Chafee Grant for foster youth. Just be aware that each award program or type has its own set of eligibility criteria that the financial aid offices are responsible for verifying prior to disbursement. So be sure to check all rosters for students who may be awarded financial aid beyond Cal Grant so that students are paid for all state financial aid programs for which they are eligible. As a BDP campus, you're operating as a university. Therefore, you'll see two new payment codes specific to universities on your roster. SR or Senior is an adjustment reason code and is used to post the final payment for a graduating senior. This allows students to utilize their full tuition and fees award up to the term maximum, even if attending less than half time. To do this, report the SR code and enter the remaining tuition and fees award amount for that term to disperse all final remaining tuition and fees funds. This will exhaust remaining eligibility and will withdraw the award. Access is still paid based on the enrollment status reported, so you'll pay out access funds at the full-time, three-quarter time, or half-time level. The IT payment code stands for Ineligible for Transfer Entitlement Program because the student did not meet one or more criteria. This code will withdraw E2 awards immediately. Before we jump into payment calculation, this is a good place to point out some reminders about how Cal Grants work. Cal Grant A pays tuition and fees only. Cal Grant A does not include the Access Award unless the student is a student with dependent children or is receiving the Foster Youth Access Award. Additionally, Cal Grant A is not payable at the community college and is automatically placed on Community College Reserve, or CCR, until transfer to a bachelor degree program. Once again, our exceptions are students with dependents and foster youth access awards, which are payable at the community college. Cal Grant B only pays the access award and not tuition and fees to freshmen in college. Students who are considered education level 2, 3, and 4, or sophomores, juniors, and seniors, will receive both the access and tuition and fees awards, but it's the freshmen in college that only receive access. The advertised cost for a bachelor degree from a community college is $10,560, which is considerably less than our CSUs and UCs, and a major reason why this program appeals to many students. Students enrolled in a bachelor degree program pay the BDP fee in addition to enrollment fees. To understand what fees students are charged and what the Cal Grant pays towards those fees, it helps to review the BDP fee structure. All BDPs are comprised of 120 units, which are charged a per unit enrollment fee of $46 for a total of $5,520. 60 of those 120 units are upper division courses and are charged an additional $84 per unit for a total of $5,040. The sum of those two types of fees, the enrollment fees and the upper division fees, amounts to that advertised price of $10,560. And just an FYI on what your community college promise grant pays. The Promise Grant covers the $46 in enrollment fees, but not the $84 for upper division courses. Let's compare and contrast the way payments are calculated for traditional Cal Grants, versus our BDP programs. Traditional Cal Grants pay tuition and fees and access based on enrollment level, full-time, three-quarter time, or half-time. In contrast, Cal Grants for bachelor degree programs pay tuition and fees and access differently. Many BDP students are concurrently enrolled across both upper and lower division units, so you will report enrollment status based on enrollment across both upper and lower division classes. Access, if applicable, is also paid based on total units enrolled. Tuition and fees, on the other hand, is paid on a per unit basis and according to enrollment in upper division courses only. And this will require manually overriding the award amount that Web Grants auto-calculates, as we will see in the upcoming example. Tuition and fees payment calculation. Remember, tuition and fees for students enrolled in bachelor degree programs is based on enrollment in upper division courses only. The problem is that Web Grants system only calculates traditional Cal Grant payment amounts according to enrollment level range, not on a per unit basis. Our traditional Cal Grant awardees receive the same award amount based on enrollment level, regardless of the number of actual units enrolled. Web Grants also auto-populates award amounts based on the highest end of the range for each enrollment level. Let's look at the chart for reference at the full-time range of 12 to 18 units. Your student might only be enrolled in 12 units, but when full-time status is reported, Web Grants will automatically calculate your student's award amount based on 18 units, the highest end of the range, or $1,512 at a semester school, which results in overpayment if your student is taking fewer than 18 units. Therefore, since Cal Grants at bachelor degree campuses pay on a per unit basis for tuition and fees, we need to manually override the pre-populated award amount. We'll see a demo on how to override payments on the next slide. In this demonstration video, our sample student is enrolled full-time for both fall and spring terms. We'll use semester award amounts in our demo. First, we'll report enrollment. Remember that enrollment status is based on enrollment across upper and lower division classes. Our sample student is enrolled in 12 units for fall, but Web Grants will auto-populate the full-time tuition and fees award based on 18 units, or 1,512. So we need to manually override the award amount with the correct amount of $1,008 to reflect 12-unit enrollment. For spring term, they're taking 15 units, so we'll adjust the Cal Grant payment to only pay $1,260. Let's watch the video play. Here we report full-time enrollment. Web Grants automatically reports the dollar amount at 18 unit level, which is incorrect, so we override it. And then we do the same thing for spring. Change that 1512 to 1260. And then that's it. That's all there is to overriding those tuition and fees award amounts. Access awards. Access award payment is based on enrollment in upper and lower division units, and there is no need for manual adjustment. The maximum access award is $1,648 per year, but is increased up to $6,000 for students with dependents and foster youth access. Access award amounts are prorated based on enrollment status. Payment eligibility. As with nearly all financial aid, students must be enrolled at least half-time to be eligible for payment. Eligibility use. The enrollment level reported, full-time, three-quarter time, or half-time, determines the percentage of Cal Grant eligibility used. So on the semester system, students enrolled full-time in 12 to 18 units will use 50% Cal Grant eligibility each term. Three-quarter time enrollment in 9 to 11 units uses 37.5% eligibility every term, and half-time enrollment of 6 to 8 units uses 25% eligibility each term. Cal Grant payment scenarios. All payment scenarios are based on the semester system. Scenario 1. Kai has a Cal Grant B and is enrolled in 6 upper division units and 5 lower division units for a total of 11 units. How much is he eligible to receive in Cal Grant funds? 6 upper division units at $84 per unit is $504 in tuition and fees payment. Access is based on total units enrolled. 11 total units is $618 in access funds. Kai is eligible for a Cal Grant payment of $1,122. Let's break that down. Total units enrolled determines enrollment status. 11 total units is considered three-quarter time. Tuition and fees is paid on a per unit basis. The Cal Grant tuition and fees payment for 6 upper division units is $504. Access is paid on the enrollment status of three-quarter time or $618. Remember, access awards are paid in the traditional manner according to the enrollment level reported, three-quarter time, not on a per unit basis like tuition and fees, so access awards never need to be adjusted. Scenario number 2. Stella has a Cal Grant B and is enrolled in 3 upper division units and 3 lower division units for 6 total units. How much in Cal Grant funds is she eligible to receive? For tuition and fees, we're going to base that on 3 upper division units at $84 per unit or $252. Access is based on 6 total units for a total of $412. Stella is eligible for a Cal Grant payment of $664. Looking at the breakdown, we report the enrollment level for 6 units or half-time status. Tuition and fees payment is based on 3 upper division units, and the access payment is based on half-time enrollment status of 6 total units. Note that enrollment in either upper or lower division units can be less than half-time, provided total enrollment is at least half-time status to be eligible for payment. Scenario number 3. Derek has a Cal Grant B and is enrolled in 2 upper division units and 3 lower division units. How much is he eligible to receive in Cal Grant funds? The tuition and fees payment is based on upper division classes. Derek is enrolled in 2 upper division units, which is less than half-time status, so he is not eligible for a tuition and fees payment. Access is based on the 5 total units enrolled, also less than half-time status, so he will not receive access funds either. Unfortunately, Derek is not eligible for a tuition and fees payment nor the access payment due to being enrolled less than half-time across both upper and lower division coursework. Scenario 4. Jada has a Cal Grant A and is enrolled in 5 upper division units and 7 lower division units for a total of 12 units or full-time status. How much will she receive in tuition and fees payment in access funds? Her tuition and fees payment is based on the 5 upper division units at $84 per unit, so Jada will receive $420 in Cal Grant funds towards tuition and fees. We'll report her full-time status, and then we'll report that tuition and fees payment. But why does she not have an access award? That's right. Cal Grant A does not include access. Now, if Jada was eligible for Students with Dependents or the Foster Youth Access Award, she would have received an access award with her Cal Grant A. This concludes Module 3 of our California Community College Bachelor Degree Program Training Module Series. We will leave you with our school support contact information. Thank you for watching Module 3 of our Bachelor Degree Program Training Module Series.